Welcome, everyone, to the Hemophilia Council of California's webinar, Pharmacy Benefit Managers, Evolving or Disrupting. This is part of HCC's series of patient health access and advocacy webinars. Today, our presenter, Mike Bradley, HCC's president, will cover what PBMs are, what they do, and their impact on your care. I'd also like to thank Takeda and Sanofi Genzyme for their support of our 2019 webinar series.
All right, thanks, Robin. First of all, everyone, welcome. I know everyone has heard the term PBM, and it's still a mystery to some, and I guess some people actually fully understand what's going on. So my goal today is to give you a very high-level overview of the PBM market, whether or not it's considered evolving or disrupting, and that'll be pretty self-explanatory. Just really quick, a little bit about myself. I'm the current president of the board of directors for the Hemophilia Council of California. Before that, I spent 25 years with Baxter Healthcare, really focusing on advocacy, reimbursement, market access, and government affairs. Before that, I spent 10 years at what was then Children's Hospital Oakland, which is now UCSF Benioff Hospital. And I'm a lifelong Bay Area resident, and I'm very happy to be able to present this overview. So who are the key players? This is an interesting slide, right? I'm going to spend a moment on this, and I want everyone to take a look at this, because when I started 25 years ago, you had insurers, and then you had PBMs, and then you had specialty pharmacies, and they were pretty much all independent. And then as time has gone, there's been consolidation and deconsolidation. But let's just go over these rows a little bit, these columns, I should say. So on the left-hand side, you got the headers, right? You got insurers, you got PBMs, and you got specialty pharmacies, right? Most likely, everyone on this phone that gets distributed factor is likely either to get it through a specialty pharmacy / home care, we used to call it home care, or through your HTC. Right, that's usually, and I consider the HTC as being just another form of specialty pharmacy once from a distribution standpoint, right? So let's look at what's happened. This is 2019. So Cigna and Express Scripts and Accredo are all now part of the same company, right? So then you go to the next one. You got Aetna, one of the largest health insurers, is now partnered with CVS Caremark, who has their specialty pharmacy as CVS Specialty. Then you go to the next one, you go United Healthcare, which, they kind of started this whole consolidation thing because they consolidated it a few years ago. United Healthcare, I believe, is the largest private commercial health plans in the country. Their PBM is Optum, and then their specialty pharmacy is Briova, right? And then you got Humana. You got Humana Specialty Solutions, Humana Pharmacy, and then you got Blue Cross that has Prime as their PBM, and then Alliance RX, which is a dual Walgreens and Prime company. But I want everyone just to, when I pulled this slide and I got it from a resource, I go, well, this is a great slide, because this just tells it like it is, right? This is very much what the market is right now from a consolidation standpoint. So the insurers and the PBMs and specialty pharmacies, all the big ones are together. Right. So if you go to the next slide, and we're going to go a little bit about market share. So like, well, how much of that business do they really have? So this is PBM market share, right? This is not specialty. This is PBM. So you got CVS Health and Aetna. They got 30%. You got Express Scripts, 23%. Optum RX, 23%. Right. So you're looking at well over, 75%. Is now controlled by three companies from a drug distribution management standpoint. That's a huge difference than it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And then you look at these other ones, that by the time you get done with all these, all the other PBMs are 4%. So the consolidation is mainly already happened from a PBM standpoint. And you got some big players, and the interesting thing is they're all tied through a health insurer. Right, and so this is interesting. So if you have United Healthcare, which I do, my PBM is Optum. I don't really have a choice. It's Optum because they're owned by United Healthcare. So the choice may be limited now that these are all consolidated, because it's most likely cheaper for Aetna to go with CVS than it would be to go with Express Scripts. Not that not that all Aetna plans only have CVS, but you know, they did this for a reason, right? And they not only are they consolidating the drug part, by having a PBM tied to a health insurer, they're able from a data standpoint to say this is the pharmacy benefit, this is the medical benefit, because remember, Aetna's the medical side. They're now be able to consolidate this, and they'll be able to even manage diseases better, because now they can bring the medical and the pharmacy benefits together.
And so thank you everyone for joining us. We went long, but Mike had such great information that I hope everyone got a lot of great tidbits out of it. I know I was scribbling down notes throughout the whole thing. And I'd also like to again thank Takeda and Sanofi Genzyme for sponsoring this webinar series. And I hope that all of you can join us for our next webinar. And you can find information on our upcoming webinars on HCC's website. We'll be opening up registration for our next 2 webinars. Thank you very much.